Tommy Gibbs, and I want to share with you some of the recent changes that we've made to the Up Your Growth software. Some pretty neat things going on. I'm going to point them out to you really quickly. I've got 5 or 6 things I want to show you, and I'm not going to make a presentation on the software because you're already using the software. I'm just going to show you some things you may not have become aware of. So one of the things we've recently added is the early warning radar icon. So as you know, when you're setting cars in inventory, one of the options you have, particularly on a problematic car, is to set that icon so that it will pop up. So we create a tab up here so you can click on it and you can pull up the most problematic cars that you might have in your inventory at any given time. Of course, it would be prudent to take a look at how their price is. A car that's 60 days old, it was given a 45-day life cycle. It's over about 15 days. So, this car we knew going in was going to be problematic. We should have already found a buyer for this car at some number. And you can see it came from an auction and it was a bad color. So go figure. But over here, it shows you how we're trending on it. We got a $500 loser right now. It's at minus 17% ROI. Not a good thing, but here's the reason for showing you this. You can click on this tab right here. You can pull all 9 of those cars up. You can analyze them. Now, if you want to dig a little deeper on any of these tabs that you see here, you can hit this download button over here and it'll download an Excel spreadsheet that will give you all the information and data you might want to ever take a look at. You may be familiar with the close tab over here. You may have been ignoring it because I don't think a lot of people have really understood how we use that. The close tab means cars that have left your inventory over the last 60 days. It's just a way for us to kind of keep track of those cars. We actually have them going back from day one when you started with us, but the point is we're showing you the ones that have closed in the last 60 days. And if you click on that and you sort it here by the most recent one, which would be 1013 in this case. If you sort it there, you can see the most recent car that left your inventory. And then the numbers we have here, predictive ROI and predictive gross, are just that. We don't really know what you sold it for. All we know is what happened the day that it left your inventory. How was it priced on the internet the day it left your inventory? How much gross did you have in it? And what was the predictive ROI at that point? On this car right here, we're showing that we made $1,093, but again, that's not the actual gross. If you're interested and you want to track something like this and really keep up with it, if you click on this gross tab right here, you can enter the actual gross right here that you made on that car. So rather than you having to keep other spreadsheets like GAAP and ROI, we can actually calculate that for you. All you have to do is go back. I would say do it this way. I'm the used car manager. Each morning I come in. I look at the action tab and I'm going to pull those cars out of there. I'm going to set them in the inventory. I go and look at the close tab. I see what's left my inventory in the last few days. I go in here and I click on it. So let's say that we actually made $500 on this car. I put the front gross in there for $500. I hit the tab button and right away it tells me what the gap is. That's what we gave up, $593 between the internet price and the transaction price. And this is the actual ROI that we made on that car. It was 21.620%. And again, the sweet spot we're trying to hit is 110. So we're grateful that we made the 500, but we can actually give you the real numbers if you'll just take the time to go put that gross in. That's all you have to do. We back into it for you. It's really simple. And again, you can go up to this arrow and download that report. If you go over to the Recon page, we've done some really cool things in Recon these days. And I've got 2 stores in this little sample here for you. This dealership has 1 car sitting in the service department. I'm the used car manager. I sent it in there, and we've owned it a total of 4.54 days, or 4.54 days. Correct, that's what I said. And if you click on this button, this bubble right here, if you click on it, I'm the used car manager, I can actually send a message to the service department because they now have the car, and I can go hold to, if I could spell hold to $800. And when I hit that, it's going to automatically update over here. So the service manager, service writer, whoever's managing your used cars in the service department is going to get an instant message on their screen. I would suggest that the used car manager and the person in service have this screen open all day long. The actual setting the cars in the inventory, back to the page I showed you just now, that only takes about 10 minutes a day. But it would be prudent to be really wise to have this page open all day long. So it's a nice way of keeping up with what's going on. If I'm a service manager or service writer and I need to send a message back, I could say, this car needs brakes, $500 or whatever it may be. I hit that and I need approval. And I'll then add that in, and now they can see the messages over here. These will accumulate. This will get bigger and bigger. It's a great way to track the inventory. We have some great reports on the dashboard page. If you go to the dashboard page, and if we click on the Recon page here of the dashboard page, We can pull all those cars up that are in that have been through recon, and we can tell you the average number of days. So you can see this store, and this is a dummy store. I'm running it, I guess you would say that. But it's real inventory, but I'm just playing with it. But it shows kind of this line of how we're improving the number of days in recon. If you scroll down, though, it's going to show you how many days it's spending at each of the recon stages. You might have more than these than we're showing you here based on how you've set yours up, because you have the latitude to do that. But it'll show you the average number of days in each of those places for each of the weeks prior to that, and so on. It's a great report. The dealer summary page, if you go to the dealer summary page, and if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, we have something that you really ought to start to pay attention to. If you scroll to the bottom, hit the sales tab and dealer summary page here, and scroll down to the bottom, you'll see some of this 10 recent best performing units. These are cars that within the last 30 days, we've calculated these, and these are the 10 cars that you made the most money on. The greatest ROIs that we're stacking these up, 14.67%. $2,400. These cars have left your system. Again, we don't really know what the actual gross was, but this is what it looked like when they left. And you can see the cars that you're making the most money on and the age of these vehicles. It's obvious that cars in your inventory, the fewest number of days, you do the best on. You scroll a little further down, here's the real picture. These are units that are your 10 worst performing units. And you can see here, minus $600, 36%. And you can see how bad these ROIs are, and of course how bad these grosses are. And you can see the number of days that these cars were in age. This will really open your eyes up about what's going on in your store and where the real profit's being made. Okay, I'm Tommy Gibbs. If I can help you, please reach out to me or one of our performance coaches. We'll be delighted to spend some time with you. I just wanted to give you an overview of some of the recent things that we've done to make your life easier and to help you make more gross profit, which is the name of the game. Thanks, and have a great day.